do a little opening in Vietnamese too.
Okay.
Dạ. Xin chào tất cả các bạn học sinh cũng như là quý phụ huynh của SmartA đã có mặt trong cái buổi webinar ngày hôm nay. Thì tiếp tục cái chuỗi webinar hướng tới triển lãm du học của Ireland vào ngày 6 tháng 10 tại khách sạn Melia Hà Nội. Thì hôm nay SmartA xin giới thiệu cùng với các bạn cũng như là quý phụ huynh một trường học kinh doanh được rất nhiều các bạn sinh viên quốc tế cũng như là Việt Nam yêu thích, nằm ngay giữa thủ đô của Dublin, trường Dublin Business School. Hôm nay xin bên phía đại diện trường thì có anh Prasad cũng sẽ là người sẽ giới thiệu cùng với các bạn ngày hôm nay. Đây là một trường được rất nhiều yêu thích bởi một số lý do. Thứ nhất đấy là trường học ở ngay giữa trung tâm của thành phố Dublin, rất tiện lợi trong cái việc di chuyển. Thứ hai, đây là trường học mà có cái khoa bộ môn về mặt kinh doanh rất là dễ để có thể dễ nhập học, và chi phí cũng rất vô cùng hợp lý, và đặc biệt là khi tỷ lệ ra trường của có thể xin được công việc của học sinh tại trường này cũng rất là cao. Vậy chắc sau đây sẽ xin mời anh Prasad sẽ giới thiệu về trường mình ha. Prasad, can you start sharing your presentation?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Can you see it now?
Yes, we can see it.
Yeah. Hello, guys. This is Prasad here from Dublin Business School, and thank you, SmartA, for arranging this webinar session with your students. I'm very happy to see the participants eagerly looking forward to learn new information on Dublin Business School and Ireland. I'll be happy to go about the slides, and if you have any questions, please do ask in the Q&A chat button, or probably once the presentation is done, I'll be able to answer them. So about Dublin Business School, I'm sure SmartA has already informed you. We are the largest autonomous institution in Ireland. We have programs in business, business English, undergraduate, postgraduate, executive, professional programs in, again, business in IT, arts, psychology, social care, audio production, film and law. So probably for you guys, anything to do with international programs under undergraduate and postgraduate would be applicable. In terms of our recognition, we are part of Kaplan Group, which is one of the biggest education company in the world, which is again held by Grants Holdings Company, which has its roots related to Amazon and those sort of the big guys in the industry. And Kaplan, which is our parent company, educates almost 1 million students per year, and they are based in about 62 countries and about a good 120 locations. And what does Dublin Business School in numbers mean for you? So we've students, about 9,500 plus students studying with us, approximately from 80 plus nationalities. And then we have 100 plus accredited program, both undergraduate and postgraduate. And this is our 49th year in operation, so we'll be 50 next year, Silver Jubilee awaiting. And then we've good many partnerships across the globe in terms of academics. Again, so you've seen the good number and why you have to choose DBS, or why do you need to prioritize DBS as one of your main study center, would be that we've won several awards over the years, prominent of them being overall excellence in education, best college of business, and best student experience. And these are the awards given to us by the Irish Education Awards ceremony. Some of the other key factors why you should be choosing Dublin Business School would be that we are centrally located in the midst of Dublin, which is the capital city. Our programs are taught by industry leaders, so when you are in the class, they also have give you an exposure to what happens in a particular industry or particular role, etc. And our fees are very reasonable and are affordable, which you would find them in the next slides. And then we are very much career focused, and we have good connections with industry, where ideally we would want students to study with us and get a job offer or career offer, get experience in Dublin or across Europe in terms of work opportunities. And whether they want to go back to Vietnam, or they want to stay back in Ireland and look for further work permits and life in Ireland. This career-focused programs and good relationships with industry are mandatory, which we have. And whichever degree you study at DBS is internationally recognized. And then you will find Irish staff or international staff like me in Dublin Business School, very hospitable, friendly, and accessible to you all the time. They are same like you Vietnamese people. They are very hospitable. Recognition and accreditation. So we've, as I mentioned earlier, we have about 100 plus accredited program. The most important accreditation is from QQI, which is called as Quality Qualifications Ireland. So once your degree is approved from QQI, it's approved across the globe. So, and all our degrees that we offer to international students and Vietnamese students are approved by QQI. So wherever you go in the globe, to Vietnam, to anywhere in Europe, the Americas, Australia, anywhere you go, our degree is valid at that level you study. Apart from the academic accreditations, we also have like ACCA, the Law Society of Accreditation, or the Psychology Society of Ireland, etc. And if you're looking at partners and agents, as you could see, we are pretty much spread across the globe. So in terms of the undergraduate programs that we have, so I put them into the groups that are, and each of these groups would have a minimum of 2 programs to a maximum 5 programs. So we've good programs in human resource management, accounting and finance, digital media, computing with data analytics, computing big data, computing software engineering. We have law. We have 2 sides of the law. We have traditional law with LLB, Bachelor of Laws. We also have business law. We have filmmaking, event management, again, psychology, 2 sides, the traditional psychology and also business psychology. And then social science, business, under business, you'll find marketing, management, project management, financial services, etc. And then you also have, again, marketing onto digital marketing and digital media. Then we have music and sound engineering as well, if you're interested in something like that. Then we also have audio and music production and social care. So if you want to see what each of these streams would have in terms of the number of programs and particular program, you could always visit our website. It's very easy, www.dbs.ie. It's just DBS and .ie for Ireland. And if any of you are looking for postgraduate programs, then again, we have a good few of them. So our STAR program is MBA, and we have 7 MBAs. So we have MBA General, MBA HR, MBA Marketing, Project Management, MBA Finance, Information Systems, and MBA Cloud Computing as well. And then there are several specialized MSCs, MSc in FinTech, MSc in International Accounting and Finance. We also have MSc in Financial Analytics, which are actually popular with Vietnamese economics university, trade university, Vietnamese students as well. So again, we've MSc in Digital Marketing, MSc Marketing, and then pretty good computer science and analytics programs, MSc Information Systems with Computing, Data Analytics, Cybersecurity, Artificial Intelligence. And if you want to combine both IT with business, then you have Business Analytics. And if you're on the other side of the STEM programs, then you could also look into psychology, health psychology, and addiction studies. And then you also have MSc in Management Practice, which is a general business program. And then I also get good few applications from Vietnam for supply chain management, so you can also look into that. And some of the new programs that started this year and would be continuing in 2025 would be MA in Film and Creative Media, MSc in Contemporary Criminology, and then we are very excited to start MSc in Trade and Investment, because that's one of the most sought out program at the moment at GBS. And if you're looking at tuition fees in GIST, so all our undergraduate programs are 3 years at length, except for our computing programs, BSc Honors Computing programs. They are 4 years, the reason being one of the year, which is the third year, is a work placement year. So the programs are 10,050 euro per year. And if it's a 3 years program, it's 3 years. And if it's a 4 years program, it's 4 years. And then postgraduate programs, all of them are 1 year postgraduate programs. They are around 13,500 or 14,500, depending on whether or not the program requires a lab. If it requires a lab, it will be 14,500. If it doesn't, it will be 13,500. And scholarships, for computer science programs at the 4-year degree that I mentioned to you about, it has a 2,350 euro scholarship in the year 1, and then year 2 you have about 500 euro scholarship. In the year 3 you have 15% of the course fee as a scholarship, and in the year 4 you have 20% of the course fee as scholarship. And if it is the other UG programs apart from computer science, then you have 500 in the year 1, 500 in the year 2, and about 15% of your course fee in the year 3, which comes to roughly 1,900. And all the postgraduate programs, PG programs, have a 1,000 euro scholarship. And if you're wondering when you can study at GBS, there are three intakes: January, April, and September. Not all programs run in January and April, but all of them in September. So which program and you're interested in an intake before September 2025, please contact SmartA, and they have the list of available programs for January and April, and they will be able to help you. In terms of accommodation, we've residences leased out from other accommodation partners. So if you want to stay with Dublin Business School accommodation, it costs you roughly around 12,000 euro to 13,000 euro per year, which will get you your own room, your own study table, similar like the one that I put there. That's the photo from our residences. And you have an access to kitchen, etc. Or if you just want to be there for 4 weeks, we can find you an Irish family that can host you for the first 4 weeks until you get settled in Ireland. That's cost about 830 euro. And apart from this, there are plenty of accommodation guidance services that can be provided. Once you have an offer letter, you could serve through the link provided there, or you could also contact our student services for further information. And they would also have options for, say, 3 months, 6 months, and 9 months, and 12 months. So if you give them your budget, and if you give them if you give them the timeline that you're looking for accommodation, they should be able to come back to you with the budget. In terms of career service office, again, we are very proud having one of the best career services offices in Ireland. Being an autonomous college, it's very important that our graduates find employment once they complete their program with us. So to start with, the Irish government gives you 2 years of work visa with 1 year of a master's, or 3 or 4 years of honors bachelor's with 1 year work visa, right? And we help you in all the ways that we can to fetch you a job. So we have several seminars conducted where we call from the heads of IBM, Amazon, Accenture, KPMG, Deloitte, EY, these sort of companies. And we also have career fairs that we conduct in your campus, where you have companies come and set up their stalls and you can go around and speak to them. And we also give, we have 5 career coaches who will guide you on your CV, your interview techniques, etc. So that's why if you see our graduate employability percentage is very good. 94% of our graduates find employment within first 6 months after their graduation. And if you're a master's student, you have 2 years to do it. And if you're an undergraduate student, you have a year to do it. Again, if you're wondering where our students are working currently, as you could see from the logos, like big companies and a good few of them situated in Ireland and have been the center of IT world for Europe. Again, apart from studies, we also have plenty of clubs and societies where you could register yourself and have a complement the academic side. Those are some of our sports history and championships that we have won. And we also have a very good student union office where it's pretty much multicultural. So they will guide you and help you in terms of what to do, how to go about your life in GBS, and what else we could help you with, etc. Okay. So that's basically the presentation I wanted to give you guys, and I'm sure you probably have questions. So you can probably type in your chat box, or maybe ask Pam and she can put it out in English and I will be able to help you. Okay?
Yeah. Thank you so much, Prasad. It's very concise and very straightforward presentation. I do hope that we will have a lot of questions. Before that, I think I will do a brief summaries on what Prasad already said, right? Can you come back to the slide where you presented all the courses for both graduates and postgraduates? So yes.
You want me to share the slide with the course information, is it?
Yes,
and
correctly.
Postgraduate or the undergraduate?
Undergraduate first and then postgraduate later. Yes,
Yeah.
Sure. Thank you. Các anh chị và các bạn thân mến, thì anh Prasad vừa mới present xong về trường Dublin Business School. Một số cái điểm rất là quan trọng của trường này như Giang có chia sẻ trước đây. Thì thứ nhất là trường là nằm ở trung tâm của thành phố và trường cung cấp rất là nhiều cái khóa học bao gồm cả cho hệ cử nhân cũng như là sau đại học. Thì các anh chị có thể sẽ thấy ở đây, Giang xin đi lại một chút nữa là đây là những cái ngành học này, ngành học của cử nhân. Thì các anh chị sẽ thấy rằng là có đào tạo về nhân sự, có accounting and finance, về media, cũng như là engineering mình có computing, có cái nghề rất là hot hiện tại bây giờ mọi người rất hay hỏi bên SmartA là về data analysis, và giống như là về big data và data science ạ. Ở đây trường thì còn có cả về luật cũng như là các cái ngành nghề liên quan đến phim ảnh, và giống như quản trị âm thanh, event management ở đây nữa. Các cái môn liên quan đến xã hội thì mình sẽ có môn tâm lý học ở đây ha, cũng như là khoa học về xã hội. Riêng về mảng kinh doanh thì mình có cả marketing này, cũng như là business luôn. Okay, next slide please for the post graduate program. Về các cái chương trình của đào tạo sau đại học thì cũng có rất nhiều cái khóa học các anh chị ha. Thì MBA là có rất là nhiều khóa MBA ở đây, không chỉ là MBA về chung này, cũng như là về các anh chị muốn đi sâu về nhân sự, marketing hay là quản trị dự án, finance, cũng như về quản lý hệ thống thông tin hay là cloud computing thì mình đều có thể có MBA ở đây. Một số cái chương trình master khác như là fintech là một trong những cái ngành mà đang rất là nóng hổi tại Việt Nam cũng như là trên thế giới các anh chị. Xin nhắc lại một lần nữa là Ireland các anh chị ạ, là một được gọi là thung lũng Silicon tại Europe nha, tại châu Âu nha. Và ở đây mình đang ở Ireland mình có 1.400 các tập đoàn đa quốc gia, hầu hết các tập đoàn đa quốc gia mà trong ngành công nghệ thông tin thì đều có cái headquarters tại đây. Cho nên là những cái ngành mới như là về công nghệ thông tin engineering thì rất là phát triển tại đây. Ở đây chắc là Giang sẽ đi thêm một số cái ngành nữa mà các anh chị học viên của bên SmartA rất hay quan tâm này, như là AI, Artificial Intelligence này, hay là quản trị mạng, Cyber Security. Đó thì ở đây cũng sẽ có một số các ngành khác nữa là liên quan đến psychology, là tâm lý học. Tâm lý học ở đây thì ở trường vừa có cả về tâm lý học ứng dụng cũng như là về tâm lý học về sức khỏe các anh chị ha. có một cái ngành cũng đang rất hot ở trên thế giới luôn, đấy là ngành quản trị chuỗi ứng dụng các anh chị ạ, là supply chain management. Ở đây thì Giang thấy rằng là Giang đã dự rất là nhiều các cái bài của các trường, thì riêng thấy trường của mình, trường Dublin Business School đang đưa tới rất là nhiều cái chương trình đào tạo, đặc biệt là thế hệ sau đại học, rất là hấp dẫn và rất là phù hợp, thức thời đối với cái nhu cầu hiện tại của thị trường. Rồi, thì chắc là xin dừng tại đây bởi vì mình bắt đầu có một số cái câu hỏi. Perhaps we have some questions. Can you read that in English, so or you need me to have? We have
And
the first and the second. Yeah. So can you
yeah,
support us? Sure. Thank you.
the one in the English I can read definitely. Uh,
Sure. Sure.
Dai is asking, currently I am interested in the Master of Information Systems, which is very good. And as an international student, can I submit the PTE academic certificate or Duolingo instead of IELTS? Yes, you can. You can submit any of those, Pearson Test of English or Duolingo. If you're writing Pearson Test of English, then you need 52 minimum. If you're writing Duolingo, you need a minimum 105. And if you're writing IELTS, you need a minimum 6 bands in IELTS. Okay. And Tran probably asking, I graduated with a degree in Chinese language, but I have experience in business and marketing. Can I pursue a master's in management or marketing at your school? If so, what are the admission requirements and what are the opportunities? Yes, although it's a non-business area that you have your degree in, but if you have work experience in business and marketing, you could either look at our MSc in management practice or MSc marketing. Yes, anything to do with management or marketing, these are the areas where there's enough employability opportunities in Ireland. And as we help our students to find jobs, I think you would have a very good chance of finding a job and settling yourself back in Ireland if you want to do that. Can I apply directly on the school website, or do I have to create it? No, you wouldn't need to create a CAO account. That is for European or Irish students. For application, I suggest you contact SmartA on their counselors, and they will help you out on how to apply and what documents required, etc. Right? And there is one
question in Vietnamese.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I will have to translate. It's Khánh Phạm, a question from Khánh Phạm. He asked that he is now in the 4th year in marketing and aiming to get a master in marketing or MBA, and he or she will graduate at June next year. So what should he or she need to prepare, and since when the school will open or for January 2026, and what is the requirement and the fee and cost to prepare?
Yeah. Okay, so if you're graduating in June 2025, you could either look at September 2025 or Jan 2025. Both the MBA marketing and MSc marketing are running in these, and the course fee would be 13,500 with a €1,000 scholarship. And if you're looking at September 2025, you can apply starting on the 1st October 2024, which is another 10 days away. Or if you're looking at January 2026, then you can apply any time from April 2025. Okay.
Câu hỏi của bạn Khánh Phạm đã rõ ràng chưa bạn nhỉ? Thì thầy cũng đã chia sẻ luôn rồi, thế là mình có thể lựa chọn được những cái kỳ phù hợp hơn, sớm hơn một chút sau khi bọn em bắt đầu. Thì đặc biệt là nhấn mạnh ở trường này thì mình có rất là nhiều cái kỳ có thể nhập học các bạn ha, từ tháng 1 này, tháng 4 và tháng 9. Nếu trong trường hợp mà bạn Khánh Phạm vẫn cần được tư vấn thêm thì có thể xin hãy inbox lại cho team SmartA, bên đây thì các bạn sẽ tư vấn cho bạn kỹ hơn, các bạn Khánh Phạm ha. Rồi Okay, the next question is what is the semester are available for the master program? I still the same 3 times a year, right?
So it will be January, April, and September. In April, only 5 master programs are available. So if you let me know which master's program, then I can guide you. Or our information is with SmartA, so maybe you can contact them after the webinar. They should be able to give it out to you.
Okay, so I think that is good for that. Các bạn và các anh chị ơi, nếu trong trường hợp mà mình có cái câu hỏi gì, có cần hỏi thêm với anh Prasad thì hoặc là có thể bật mic để hỏi trực tiếp nha, hoặc là không thể có thể type lên đây và Giang sẽ hỗ trợ mọi người dịch này. Okay. Okay, we have one more question.
Lou, can you share more information about school scholarship, in particular the quality? Unfortunately, I can't comment much on it because the scholarship, although is provided by the college, it is actually run through Government of Ireland. So I think they would contact or they will publicize those scholarships in the coming month or so. And once they are there, you could choose your institution in the course. And then they have different criteria on selecting your model. Maybe when you have the announcement of those programs, you could probably write to them directly and select them. So as for the selection of the offer letter and the entry requirements, it will be the same. But whether or not you qualify for the scholarship, it depends on the HEA, the Government of Ireland Education Division, because they are the ones who will be selecting your profile, okay? And we have someone asking, what kind of part-time jobs your students often do? Does DBS support students in finding part-time jobs? And what is the salary of? Yeah, a lot of, yeah, you can find them in everywhere, in restaurants, in fuel stations, in libraries, in childcare, in any of the places where you can get. So yes, our career service team also will help you finding part-time jobs, because if you could subscribe to our career service office, they put forward any jobs that have been announced, and they also provide you a lot of information on job recruitment agencies and how to approach them and how to mend your CV and those sort of things. Yes, yeah. And what is the salary of the part-time job? It depends, but the minimum wages in Ireland are 10.50 euro per hour. So that's a very good salary to go with, about 11 euro per hour that you get. And as an international student, you're allowed to work 20 hours per week while you're in classes or study. And when you're in holidays like summer or Christmas, Easter holidays, you can work up to 40 hours. So on a basic salary, you can make around 1,200 euros. 1,200 euros while studying, about 2,000 euros when you're in holidays or part-time jobs. How does DBS assist students in finding internships and job placement? If you refer back to the slides, A, we prepare you with your CV and we conduct mock interviews for you, etc. B, we call time to time people from industry who can speak to you and educate you on how to make yourself more employable and what you need and do's and don'ts and those sort of things. And C, we conduct career fairs in our campus where we have companies like Accenture, KPMG, Deloitte, Ernst & Young, Amazon, PricewaterhouseCoopers, these sort of companies that come in. And you're free to speak to them, and we provide you a platform where you can speak to them. And in case they are interested in your profile and you've done well in your master's, I'm sure there are plenty of job opportunities for you. One good thing is 94% of our graduates will find employment within first 6 months after the graduation. And if you're one among those 94%, basically it would mean 6 months, by 6 months after your course, you should have some job in your hand, right? Can you share more about accommodation? Yeah, so accommodation, we have residences leased out from others. They're about 5 minutes walk from TBS. It will cost you depending on how many days you want to stay. For an year, usually it takes 12,000 to 13,000 euros to get your own room, your own study table within the flat, and you have an access to kitchen where you can cook, and you also have access to washing machine and electricity and those sort of things. Okay. Can you share how many admitted slots for Master of Marketing, Master of Digital Marketing for 2025? I wouldn't have that information now, but usually every batch would have a minimum of 30 to 60 students, depending on whether it's a lab-based class or not. And if you're looking for, I think you're the same guy who asked in terms of scholarships. Those scholarship doesn't depend on the slots that we have. It depends on the year and the number of slots that HEA releases and number of slots that DBS can accept. Maybe 1 or 2 scholarship students, not yes.
Oh, we are so productive. Now we run out on the questions. Actually, we have one, I think in previous one, someone just asking for the scholarship.
Yeah.
Phương Đà just asked. Yeah, she said that if using the A level or IELTS, is there any other kind of scholarship available apart from what you already shared?
Yeah, okay. I missed this question. Sorry, Dai.
Yeah.
I want to ask more about it. No, the scholarship that I mentioned on the slides or the scholarships that we have, we don't have any specific scholarships for your academic progression or IELTS. Unfortunately, we don't. Because our fees are very reasonable. For a study abroad, especially in Europe, in Ireland, 10,000 euros per annum is one of the least priced programs. Okay, and if something comes up in the future, then we would obviously share that with the SmartA, and they in turn can share. Okay.
I think the last questions. I think she yeah.
What should I study to get jobs and high salary? It depends on graduation, undergraduation you have done. Technically, anything related to analytics, computer science, project management, finance related programs, financial analytics, business analytics, or fintech, financial technology, anything related to ICT, business ICT, and those are the programs that could get you good jobs and good salary. Okay. Yeah, minimum requirements for IB in undergraduate course is 24 to start with, but depending on the number of students that apply for that particular program that year, it could go up to 32. So I would suggest you to aim to get if you haven't completed your IB yet, aim to get something between 28 to 32 so that you kind of guaranteed a place with. That's in answer to the question Ms. Anna's put. Hi, Anna.
Yeah. I think that it's great that we run out or we cover all the questions. So các anh chị ơi, không biết rằng là mọi người có còn câu hỏi gì cho bạn anh Prasad không ạ? Và trường Dublin Business School. Ở đây mọi người có quan tâm rất là nhiều về
Dạ chị ơi, em muốn
vâng,
hỏi
ai đâu
trực tiếp
này?
với thầy.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, may I have one question? Our school provide a traditional support for international students during her study.
Sorry, I didn't understand the question. What did you ask for? Sorry.
I want to know how about the support for students when I study in your school.
Which support? Do you mean the career support or accommodation?
Yes.
Which support do you want to know about?
Em đang muốn biết về cái hỗ trợ nào, hỗ trợ về chỗ ở hay là những cái hỗ trợ về gì khác. Thế là anh ấy hỏi như vậy.
Em muốn biết về chỗ
Phương Đài.
ở với lại phương tiện chị.
Phương tiện gì? Prasad, she would like to know about the school support in terms of the accommodation and transportation. So I thought that you already shared something about accommodation, but if you can share a little bit more, because yeah.
So the transportation to DBS you need to arrange for yourself. But for accommodation, yeah, these are some of the options that we have. So we have residences where we leased them out with some international student accommodation partners, and they roughly will cost you around 12,000 to 13,000 euro per year. That's one type of accommodation we offer. The second would be if you just want to be there for first 4 weeks until you settle yourself into Ireland. We could also put you with a host family where they will give you food and accommodation for the first 4 weeks, and then later you can find it for yourself. And I also put there daft.ie. That's one of the renting places where you could choose apartments and so on. And then the link that is provided there would give you a lot more information on how to search for accommodation, which are good type and which are bad type, and how much they cost, etc. as well. And if you have any questions once you receive your offer letter or want to book those accommodation, you can contact on that email ID there, student.services@dbs.ie, and there's a good number of staff that is there to help you out.
Thank you. So, Phương Đài ơi, như vậy đã rõ ràng về em chưa? Thì thầy có nói rằng là hoàn toàn là trường có thể sẽ hỗ trợ và gửi thêm một số cái thông tin này. Và ở đây thì mình đang có một cái đường link của bên trường luôn về accommodation ha, và có những cái phần option. Và nếu trong trường hợp mà học viên vẫn tiếp tục cần hỏi thêm thì hoàn toàn vẫn có thể gửi thông tin và bên trường vẫn có thể sẽ có người hỗ trợ nhé. Ok. Thì chắc là cũng xin bổ sung thêm một cái điểm nữa về cái phần di chuyển này các bạn ạ. Thì trường là nằm ở một cái vị trí là trung tâm của thành phố Dublin. Ở đây cũng share luôn là trường là rất gần với cái ga tàu điện ạ, cho nên là thực sự rất dễ dàng để di chuyển. Hoàn toàn là các bạn học viên có thể sẽ di chuyển bằng tàu điện và các phương tiện công cộng khác. Ok, rồi. Chắc nếu mà mọi người không biết là các học viên và gia đình của mình có còn câu hỏi gì không? Nếu trong trường hợp mà sau cái buổi webinar này xong mà các anh chị vẫn còn có câu hỏi thì hoàn toàn có thể gửi thông tin về cho đội ngũ SmartA nha. Và bên SmartA sẽ gửi lại thông tin và trao đổi với thầy Prasad và trường. Và mình sẽ có thêm một ok. Prasad, I think that we cover all the questions today. So do you want to have some closing sentence or saying something to students about the school? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for attending the session today. I'm always happy to speak to you. In case you have any further questions, you can contact me through Miss Naga and her team at SmartA, or you could visit our website as well. So DBS is one of the best schools in Ireland, and I can guarantee and vouch for it because I've been a student at DBS myself. I'm an alumni of DBS. I've completed my MBA in marketing from DBS about 16 years back at Dublin Business School. So I know a lot more about DBS, and it's literally right in the city center of Dublin. So if you want to shuffle between your study and work, it is always there. And we have one of the best career progression. That's 94% of our students find employment. Not many institutions or universities can boast of that. Again, we have several programs And they are very much practical in nature, that you get both the academic side and the practical nature of particular program, stream, etc. So it'll be nice to have you guys to apply to us and get your visas done and come join us. And we are happy to receive Southeast Asian students, and Vietnam is one of our primary market. We would really love to welcome you in 2024.
Thank you so much, Prasad. Thì thầy vừa mới chia sẻ xong là cá nhân thầy là thầy cũng lại là học sinh MBA về marketing của trường luôn từ cách đây 16 năm. Và thầy cũng nói rằng là trường thực sự là một cái điểm đến được yêu thích của các học viên, không chỉ là ở châu Á, đặc biệt là ở Việt Nam mình luôn. Và đặc biệt là về có cái tỷ lệ mà tốt nghiệp sau khi ra trường có công việc luôn là tới 96% trong vòng 6 tháng. Cũng như là cái giáo trình học thì rất là thực tiễn. Rồi thì cái thông tin contact cuối cùng của thầy ở đây các bạn ha. Prasad, we will see you on the fair in October, right?
Yeah.
Sure. It's great news. So các anh chị ơi, nếu mà các anh chị học viên mà ở Hà Nội thì ngày 6 tháng 10 này, khi mà mình có cái fair của SmartA đối với các trường ở Ireland tại Hà Nội ở khách sạn Melia, thì thầy Prasad sẽ có mặt ở đấy cùng với trường Dublin Business School các anh chị ha, và sẽ tiếp tục có thể sẽ chia sẻ và cũng như là tư vấn với học viên của mình nhiều hơn về trường cũng như là các cái khóa học phù hợp với từng bạn. Thì chắc cái buổi chia sẻ của mình ngày hôm nay tới đây là kết thúc. Nếu trong trường hợp các vị phụ huynh cũng như là học sinh còn bất cứ các câu hỏi nào, hình như có ai đó đang muốn hỏi đúng không ạ? Mình vẫn còn một câu hỏi đây. Sorry, Prasad, we still have the one question, the last question for Minh Cường. Is
No.
GMAT an advantage?
No, GMAT is not a requirement. Whether you have it or you don't have it doesn't make any difference. Okay.
Minh Cường ơi, thầy còn nói rằng là GMAT thì advantage nhưng mà không có được tính. Vậy là mình vẫn đang tính theo IELTS mọi người ha. Rồi, ok, thank you. Không biết còn ai còn câu nào nữa, last question không ạ? Ok, nếu mà mình không còn câu hỏi thì chắc là xin sẽ kết thúc chương trình tại đây. Mong là sẽ sớm gặp được cả các anh chị tại cái hội fair của mình vào ngày mùng 6 tháng 10 tại Hà Nội, khách sạn Melia. Thank you so much, Prasad, for joining us today and share a lot of good information. Any follow-up from the students, we will contact with you later. Again, see you soon on October. Bye bye.
See you next month. Bye.
Dạ.
Bye.
Bye. Cảm ơn các anh chị. Dạ.